It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Believe it. I missed everything. Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
You see what from a child or maybe even a teenager, and you immediately go, oh, good parents. We talked about that and had some very interesting answers Wednesday morning. That's coming up in the podcast in a couple of seconds. Here we go. All right, time for some OPP, other people's problems.
Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? Everybody!
All right, let's welcome Leslie to the show, and let's talk laundromats. What's going on here? You want to tell everybody?
Yeah, so I went to, I was studying because my roommate was going to do laundry for us, and we don't have in-unit laundry. It's at a laundromat. It's down the street. And so she took both of our stuff, and I was like, great, I'm going to finish doing my history homework. And when I got there, her stuff was fine, and my stuff was gone.
Oh.
And this is not okay. I start a new job soon. All of my new work clothes were in that laundromat, and now I have nothing to wear to work, and I spent $200 on new clothes.
So what did she say? Did she even, offer to right this wrong, or she just said, uh-oh?
She said she went to get coffee and that she would ask the laundromat to check tapes, and she hasn't talked anything about, getting my clothes back, giving me, even, lending me something to go get something for work.
Yeah.
I think this is ridiculous.
Well, you're not going to get the clothes back. I think you know that. Someone took all your stuff and left. And there are people out there that sit and wait. They wait and watch in the parking lot for you to put something in, like a big duvet. Absolutely. Big duvet, big rug that they want, a big pile of clothes, and then they'll just go grab it, and it's theirs. That's the type of world we live in.
It's ridiculous.
So, it's my Banana Republic. It's like a nice sweater.
Do you think she's willing to pay you for that? Is that something you've asked for?
It doesn't sound like it.
I mean, it's something I've asked for, but it's not something that it sounds like she's willing to do. She's just not taking responsibility for it at all. She said that she thought that I was going to meet her there, and I told her that I needed more time because I was finishing a chapter.
Yeah. Communication led to all your clothes being gone and maybe friendship being dissolved.
Well, let's sort this out. Let's do this. Let's see what our listeners think would be the right way to handle something like this. And I'll put you on hold and you'll kind of hear what they think. But I'm kind of curious as to if there's another way out of this or if somebody's got a creative idea to kind of get this handled. So hang tight. We'll start taking calls on this next, okay?
Great, thanks.
Just kind of putting a cap on our OPP this morning. We heard from Leslie, and just to nutshell it, her roommate's like, I'm going to the laundromat, and I'll take your clothes. And she goes to get coffee. And she comes back, and all of Leslie's clothes are gone, but her roommate's clothes are there.
Yes, and that is a risk that you take. It's a risk that Leslie took sending her clothes. She didn't ask her, are you going to stay there the whole time? You know, if that was a worry that she had, she should have voiced that. But anybody that brings anything to the laundromat, you have to sit there. Bring a deck of cards, bring your phone, bring a book. Because somebody is always waiting in the wings to grab your stuff.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes.
Ashley had texted in, if you love it, it's on you.
Okay.
If you leave it, it's especially on you. Tough noogies. Also got a text from Brandon who said, she owes you that money. Bill her or move out. Well, I don't think it's always that easy when you have a roommate. But I would agree, if I was to take your stuff and say I was going to be responsible for it, now I'm financially responsible for it.
Yeah, and I kind of feel that way, too. Teresa had said my roommate paid for my comforter because it was taken out of our apartment laundry room. Her cat peed on it, so she took it while I was at work, and she wanted to make sure that it was clean and put back on my bed. I appreciate everything about that, but it does suck to know that someone in our apartment has my comforter. That is weird.
But it's good
Teresa.
to know it's full of cat piss.
Well, it's clean, obviously.
Maybe. You can't get that stuff out in one wash. How much does a comforter cost anyways?
I can get one in for like $25 at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
You can get a good comforter for $25?
Yeah, and his little feather down comforter.
Why is my wife spending $400 on these things?
Because she likes to. I shouldn't have said that. She listens. Oh, my God. I'm dead.
Well, better you than me. We had got a message from Kayla, and to nutshell it, she's been dating this guy for about a year and a half, and he just sprung on her that he wants to go on a week-long vacation by himself in Miami. And she's like, what's the deal? He said he needs some me time. She's like, this would be so romantic. I would love to go with him. But he says he just wants to go by himself.
I guess it's weird for both of us because we don't think like that. I don't know a lot. I would love to hear from somebody that goes on solo trips all the time. Like, what do you do it for? Your mind, body, and soul? Do you do it just to get away?
I'm too social. I wouldn't know what to do. I would get to the hotel and I would just sit there and watch reruns of The Office.
Yeah. So what's the point of that when you could just maybe get a hotel just right down the road? Why do you have to go all the way to Miami?
Hey, good morning, Peter. What are your thoughts on this, bro?
I think it's based on the relationship and how everybody, take one another as a respectful relationship and understanding one another.
Okay.
But if your girlfriend or wife said, I'm leaving for San Diego for a week by myself, wouldn't you think something was up?
No.
Really?
You wouldn't have
Because I
any
have
questions like, what are you going to be up to? What are you doing? Why do you need all that time?
No, because I know that, I'm a handful and I understand that she needs some time off from me.
Okay.
I like that, but like time off for me, doesn't that mean like go for a walk or,
Maybe a spa day?
No. I mean, I understand that, seeing me every day is like a hassle, so if a whole week helps her, relieve her soul and everything, then
Yeah.
I understand that.
Hey, here's an idea. Don't be such a freaking handful then.
I can't help it.
No, I love this
I need
guy.
her by my side every time.
I like this. Thanks for checking in, man. You're a breath of fresh air. I hope you have a great day.
All right, you too.
This guy,
I don't blame her.
I
I'm a
love some
handful.
self-deprecating humor, but I felt like this guy was being honest
I think
with
he was
us.
very honest.
Ellie, good morning. What are your thoughts on this? Would you ever do this?
Oh, I've taken multiple solo trips. For various reasons, I guess, I have taken solo trips just because my partner doesn't have the finances to go with me or doesn't want to go with me, or there was one time where I was living with an individual and I did just need to get away because they worked from home. They would never leave. They wanted to do every single thing together. And I do think it is about the strength of the relationship.
Yeah.
My last solo trip, the individual I was seeing was freaking out, and I'm like in San Francisco by myself, and I'm like, bro, I'm on the phone with you every day. Calm down.
What did you do by yourself in San Francisco without anybody you knew around?
Well, so I drove down the coast from Oregon, and then I ended up in San Francisco, and I guess I got a tattoo. I went to the botanical gardens. I walked around by myself. I took naps without being pestered. Wow. It was amazing.
You sound like this was a great idea.
You came back refreshed and you really didn't have those feelings that you left with. You were like excited to see your partner when you got back.
I was, but they were like so angry with me.
Yeah.
And
That's
I was
too
like,
bad.
I was, yeah, it was unfortunate, but it's because just the strength of the relationship and then just the trust. Trust
Exactly.
is a huge part.
See, Derek would have no problem because he knows I would probably just go get some delicious food and put my fat shorts on and go to a spa.
Wipe her face with the bed sheets, stuff like that.
I would just lay in bed and watch my shows.
Exactly.
But that's because I know my truth. I would never step out. But I also think if you have a history of stepping out on somebody, but this is a fresh relationship, they might look to your
But
past.
you can at least admit on the surface, Ellie, that this sounds like he's up to no good, right?
Miami, 7 days, girl.
That one is a little sketchy, yes. I agree. Just the choice, the location. I picked places, with
Not sexy people?
Yeah,
Songs
exactly,
everywhere.
where it was cold.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
We had hats.
Thanks for checking in. I really appreciate your thoughts on this. Hope you have a great morning.
Thanks, you too.
I haven't listened to this yet, but Amy had sent us a voice memo. She texted this in. I want to get her thoughts on it.
Okay, y'all have to take out the insecurity of this. There are a certain breed of us people that need to take trips on our own in order to reset our lives. I'm speaking from 21 years of married experience, and there are times where I do take trips by myself because the day in and day out struggle of being a wife and a mom just needs me to reset. So I don't think that it's out of the question for an to have I don't think there's ulterior motive here. I think it's just a matter of, independence and wanting to make sure that, you still keep a piece of yourself, because even though you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you have to do everything together. And I've been a huge proponent of that since the day that we got married. Hope it helps.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it.
That was a good voice memo.
Morning, guys. It's 103.1 Radio M. Hey, it's Cat and JJ. Time to find out what's trending.
Did you just double dip that chip? Double dipped? What are you talking about? You dipped the chip, you took a bite, and you dipped again.
A lot of Americans think it's okay, 80%, but only with one dip. What do you think the dip is? What do you think the dip is that people think it's more acceptable to double dip?
It's probably salsa.
It's not salsa. You just wanted to say salsa.
Salsa.
It's actually guacamole.
Oh, you can never get enough
so
guac.
hearty, you want more to go around on one chip. So 80% of Americans say double dip with guacamole only.
Boy, if I ever saw even my kids doing this,
yeah,
I would have a tremendous problem.
My sister has a huge problem with it. So she does private plates. She'll just grab her own private plate. She can't watch it happen in front of her.
Even if I see somebody reverse the chip, like they take a corner and they reverse it, I'm like, your mouth was still on that chip. You can't put it back in the bowl.
Truth to it. All right, so this video is circulating a lot. Have you ever seen raspberry oranges? I bought them at Target last night. Don't ever buy them. They are not good. Derek sliced one up for me this morning to eat on my way in. It is it's like eating a lemon. So I don't know if it just wasn't ready.
Too citrusy.
But did you know you can tell if your orange is ready? You just got to check the booty.
When you look at the undercarriage, it has a prolapsed booty. So this would automatically get dinged in my book. This orange has no business to do. It's completely locked down tight. It's very heavy. It has a tiny booty. That means it's going to be sweet and it's going to be juicy.
So you want you don't want the bulging booty?
No, you want a small, tight, completely closed booty.
Clean.
For a sweet navel.
Thursday morning, lots of cash, and yes, more free concert tickets. And again, you get to choose which show you're going to go to, but you got to be here at 7:05 Thursday morning for the live show. Right now, let's wrap up the podcast. What did you see that immediately made you think, oh, they have good parents?
Okay, well, I was out getting my mail. My neighbor was getting her mail, and I asked how her husband was doing because he had a fall on the ice the other day and wrecked his knee, and he's very old, and I felt very bad for him. So she was telling me he's doing well, and then a few doors down, it was garbage day, and this kid went and got his, and then he's like 9, and then he went across the street we have a lot of old people that live in our development, and he went across the street, and that old lady lives alone, and he brought hers up for her. And no one was outside saying, go do this.
Got good parents.
It was very nice. And my neighbor, the elderly woman's like, he is such a good boy. Those are such good parents that he would just go and do that for her. Agreed. And I'm like, I agree with you, because he could have just gone inside. It was a chilly day, and he just decided to, which was a nice human thing to do.
And what 9-year-old does that unsolicited?
Yeah. I get compliments on my kid's manners all the time, and that's because he doesn't eat if he doesn't have good manners. So, no, I'm just kidding. But that is like one of the biggest compliments that a parent can get, is that your child is so polite, so great to be around.
So I coach a couple of high school sports, and I try to go out of my way to tell parents how good their kids are, especially when I see. Now, I can't think of one sport or one season I haven't coached where there isn't always just a kid that's not fitting in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe because they're not in that friend group, or they're not that caliber of an athlete, but they're out there. They're giving their all. They're trying. They're doing it for all the right reasons. But when I see another athlete go and embrace and pull into the fold a kid that's just kind of on the outside, that means to me that they have good parents. Something happened along the way where they're not just about their friends. They're not just about their caliber of athlete. They're about including everyone on the team. And that always warms my heart. And I can think of 100 different scenarios where I've seen this, but I can also think of 100 different times where I've seen it with that kid kind of on the outside.
Yeah.
And I want to try and bring them in, but I also want to encourage these guys to do the right thing. And usually It's like, hey, remember, we're a team, we're working together, and then usually the next practice, somebody will be playing catch with him or somebody will be doing warm-ups with him. And so that to me, just it warms my heart to see somebody who's not completely fitting in, but somebody going out of their way to bring him into the fold.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. These texts that came in, Riley is a teacher, and he or she, Riley, I don't know, girl or boy, but says when a kid can see both sides to a situation, good parenting and communication. And then Lisa says, my daughter is an amazing mom. My 3-year-old granddaughter gets up and can fully dress herself in appropriate clothes for the day.
Whoa.
So that's very impressive.
Hey, go back to that teacher one. With the way our world is separated right now, so bad. It's either you're with me or against me. To see a kid that can logically go, yeah, I see both sides. I see this, and they're prepared for what the world is about to be.
You take 100 kids and 100 adults right now, today, this date, you will have so much more clarity in the room of children and beautiful things being said than a room of 100
for sure.
Scorned adults that watch the news all day. It's really sad.
Especially the way politics leads the news right now. With your red or your blue, there's nobody saying, I get this, but I get this. I mean, to have a kid in your class, man, start prepping them for success. That's awesome. You see what in a child, and you immediately think, man, they've got great parents. So you saw a young man the other day bring up an old lady's garbage cans, and it made you think, well, he's got to have good parents.
Yeah, I was out there at my mailbox, and I was talking to another elderly neighbor of mine, and she was like, he is such a nice boy. He's like 9, and just walked across the street. After bringing his up, he went and got hers, and he knows she lives alone, and it was just really a kind thing. And you know what? Even if his dad said, when you get home today, do it, he remembered, and he'll know that feeling of helping.
I think it's fair to say he's probably got good parents. How's Melissa doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, thank you. You see a kid do what, and you immediately go, oh, they got good parents.
So I actually have 3 boys, all 5 years apart. And the biggest thing that I always see is like when my oldest son's friends come over, if they actually come down and talk to me, say hi, thank you for having us. Yep. And then also being respectful to like his younger siblings, playing with them, talking to them. That's where I go, you guys are good kids. You can come back anytime.
You see that so nice. When you see older kids bring in the younger siblings and they're not told they have to, then I agree. That's a big one for me.
And those younger siblings, they think it's just the coolest.
Oh, they are shocked and awed by the fact that these older guys love
They love when they come over and they get to play with the older kids.
Oh,
and the talking to the parents, though, when that's the first thing, and my son has a really great friend group, and they're all seniors in high school right now, but more times than not, I can tell my son gets annoyed because they'll spend time with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come on, guys. Let's go.
You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, you're doing it right. Good call on that one. Thanks for sharing with us. I hope you have a great day.
Yep, you too.
Take care. Hey, Carl, how you doing, bud?
Oh, not too bad.
When you see a kid do what, you immediately know that they've got good parents.
Well, if they have good manners, but I got a text from you all saying to call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to hear from you. We wanted to hear your voice because you're a beautiful soul.
You had texted. I was like, I want to hear more from you.
What manners do you think stand above all the others? I mean, we all want somebody that's going to hold the door open for a lady, but what are the other manners?
It's just saying please and thank you in general.
Are you a little shocked by how many kids don't do this?
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
And just also, if somebody is going to bring you out to eat, like you're going to go out with their family, Liam knows, do not order the most expensive thing on the menu. Make sure everything is on your plate when the waitress comes to get it.
Offer to pay for it.
Say thank you. Offer to pay for it. My mom will send you a Venmo. It's just like, just be someone that they would want to invite back.
Hey, Carl, listening to the show, who's the most polite, Kat or myself?
Yeah, who, Carl?
I'm going to go with JJ.
Attaboy.
You're
smart
drunk.
guy,
Go
smart
home.
guy.
You're
Have a
drunk.
great morning, man. I appreciate you calling us.
Coming up next, it's Kat and JJ, and here's what's next.
Why would he ever say that? Nothing about you
I'm a
oozes
very polite guy.
polite.
You mistake polite for honest. Look, when was the last time we were leaving the studio together and I haven't held the door open for you? I can tell how many times I've walked into a closed door.
Leave the door. You leave me in here every day. You're like, all right, see you, bye. You shut the light off and you leave.
Not
and I have
every
to
day.
sit here in the
Some
dark
days I forget.
and get up and go turn the light back on.
This is a pointless conversation.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo.
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Bingo! All right, let's get to listener bingo. It's our favorite part of the show because we get to get your story on the radio. Hurry up and call. If you're first through, you get the bingo, but you must fit one of the following 2 criteria. Are you somebody listening who?
Who has ever been sprayed in the face with mace, with pepper spray, with bear spray? A customer in Connecticut was attacked with bear spray while entering a restaurant. It was apparently unprovoked. Walked in there, an employee who was there explaining what happened.
When it's like a gas type bombing, you really don't know what it is, so you just got to dip and pray it's nothing too serious. We have like bleach, Windex, everything. We pretty much didn't know what we were working with at that time, so we just completely did a whole disinfectation because, obviously we work with food. We're a mom and pop pastry place.
Yeah, so they tried to make sure that it was back to compliance because if you have that spray everywhere, you don't know what havoc it's wreaking. Did you see that? She used to work with us. That's her husband. He got sprayed in the face the other day at the
at a protest.
Ice protest. Yeah, that's crazy.
I was at a party when I was I think a junior in college. It was one of those like house parties where everyone's in the basement with the keg, and one of the girls had she had a pepper spray thing on her like wallet.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know, somebody bumped it or whatever, but it went off and it cleared and it was just but it was like so like it gets in your lungs and stuff like that. So you're looking for anyone listening who has been sprayed with something like this. I'm on the hunt for anyone listening who has won like a pretty significant award lately. I don't know, last 3-6 months, but you were awarded with something notable. If either of these fit, call now. First person through gets the bingo.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo.
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Jamie is patiently waiting as she was the first one through, but we don't know. Is she somebody listening who
has been sprayed in the face with mace? I know that isn't that one of the things that you have to do when you go to police school. They have to show you the intensity of it.
Tased too.
Yeah, you have to go through both of those. Crazy. But this customer in Connecticut was attacked with bear spray while entering a restaurant, unprovoked, just walked in and somebody sprayed it.
When it's like a gas type bombing, you really don't know what it is, so you just got to dip and pray it's nothing too serious. We have like bleach, Windex, everything. We pretty much didn't know what we were working with at that time, so we just completely did a whole disinfectation because, obviously we work with food. We're a mom and pop pastry place.
Yeah, I bet you they had to dump everything that was in that restaurant at that point.
Yeah, just you never know what is on someone's mind or what plan they have. That's really scary.
You just look the wrong way and they spray you when you walk in the door. I'm on the hunt for anyone listening who has won like a major award lately. I want to hear about your success. So, Jamie, which one do you fit?
Sadly, the first one.
Oh, no. You got sprayed with what?
It was bear mace or bear, whatever the deterrent is for bears.
So the intensity for that one, is it way worse than the average mace on a keychain?
I don't know about the mace, but pepper spray, how it'll make you cough a lot in a room for hours afterwards. Yes, it was like that times probably 10.
No, were you bear hunting or what happened? How'd you get sprayed with bear spray?
No. Without going into detail, it was a situation with an ex that rapidly grew violent, and that was used against me. But all things are good now, so we're nothing to worry about today.
Hold on, I don't want to get too into your business here, but was it your spray or his spray?
It was actually supplied to me from a neighbor, just in case.
And it ended up getting used on you.
Used against, yes.
Oh, my God. How long before you were kind of back to normal after inhaling this stuff?
I feel like it was several hours, but just with how everything else was going, it was just a lot of different things. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Sorry, we're at the bus.
That's all right. It's all right. Now, real quick.
Have you had contact with this person since?
Yes. Love you guys. Have a great day. Yes, I have. We co-parent, and we're the best that we've ever been now. Divorced. That was 10 years ago.
Wow.
Water under the bridge.
How close to the size of a bear are you, Jamie? I mean, was this necessary?
That is rude.
Oh, I weigh 115 pounds.
Okay, so you're about an eighth of a bear.
Yes.
Okay, and if you had to spray this on a bear, would you be confident that it would take the bear out?
Yes, because it shoots like 10, 20 feet, I feel like.
God, Can't imagine that.
Sorry you went through that. That is not good. And just wild, and blows my mind that you guys are still to this day like good.
Well, I'm sure she's doing it for the kids. You know
absolutely.
What I mean?
That's
Which
the
she
only
apparently
reason.
loves very much as they're on their way to the bus. So,
Love you guys.
I
Bye.
appreciate you multitasking for us, Jamie. I hope you have a really good morning.
Thank you. You guys as well. Bye-bye.
Take care. I love that. We get a lot of people who have to split their time between us and the drive-thru at Starbucks.
Yep.
But rarely is it the bus stop. So I appreciate you giving us a little bit of time. Can you imagine breathing that stuff in?
I can't imagine ever speaking to someone again. That is the type of grudge holder I am. So this girl, her video going viral, she got some really bad news the other day. What you're supposed to do is take the movie that was #1 the year you were 10 years old.
I just watched a TikTok that said that the #1 movie from when you were 10 years old is how your 2026 is going to go. In 1998, the two top movies were Titanic and Armageddon.
So she's like, there's that. Let's get to 2027.
So how about mine?
So
What was the #1 movie when I was 10?
yours was Blazing Saddles.
Yes, let's go!
Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that, but that is it. Wait. Blazing Saddles was out in 84? That was the #1
You
movie
said
of
74.
I
You
was
weren't
born in 74, but I thought it was 10 years after you were born. Oh,
Oh wait, no. Okay, so let's do this. I did
this
that
is
wrong.
Manjaro Brain Cat. All right.
Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, even better.
That's not a bad
Let's
one.
go.
That's good.
Ghostbusters is an
Actually
amazing
grossed
movie.
$220 million.
I'm gonna have a good year. How about you?
Mine was Toy Story.
Oh,
in
that's a good one too.
1995.
I like that.
Yeah. So some other people texting in 1983 yours was Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
That was in 1993.
1983.
Oh, they're giving us the 10 years.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then 2015 was Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Let's go.
Someone texted in that their birthday was, they would have been 10 in 1969. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
That's a
I found
great
out
movie.
some trivia the other day that I didn't know about, that Robert Redford, who's in that movie, he started the Sundance Film Festival.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. So he created that. That's his brainchild, and now it is around today. And then 1990, the movie Ghost. I wonder what that says about your 2026. So mine's going to be filled with fun and adventure. I would say that's what Toy Story stands
Mine's
for.
going to be filled with smartassery.
Okay,
and
again,
maybe
awesome.
some photon lasers,
Okay,
and they win at the end. They save the city. I'm going to save the city.
you're going to be a winner.
I'm going to save you all.
That's great.
Imagine waking
I've never
up,
seen Blazing Saddles in my life.
Listen, Blazing Saddles was like, and I don't know, I think it's more of a dad and son thing.
Yeah.
But there were certain movies along the way that my mom would have never allowed my little kid self to see. Blazing Saddles was the first one where my dad pulled me aside and he said, hey, and this is when he had to rent a movie.
Mhm.
He goes, I rented a movie. Don't tell your mom.
Dang.
I'm going to let you watch this. This is older than it should be for you.
Did he watch it with you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And Blazing Saddles might be the funniest movie of all time.
All right. See why I've been so sick and tired. Are you ready?
You got one in the oven? Are you pregnant?
No, I'm not pregnant.
Oh.
Derek got an extra shipment of Manjaro, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try it, but they upped his dosage, and it's too much for my body, and I just have to stop. It's too much.
This wasn't prescribed by your doctor.
No, it wasn't.
Jesus.
This is why I'm telling you, I am doing this. I'm your lab rat. Do not take somebody else's weight loss
prescribed medicine
medication. I was like, feeling cute, might get skinny this month, and then I'm like, I have been so sick. I took my third one last night, and I feel like I could vomit.
You've been
at any
tired
time.
all week, and you still took more?
No, I've been tired for 3 weeks. I've been tired for 21 days. And this is of my doing. I wasn't going to admit it because, I don't like to admit my faults, but
I've seen the commercial. They all look so happy.
what's going on? No, because they have the proper dosage. That's why.
Okay.
This is on me. It's not on Manjaro. It's not on Derek. It's not on Derek's doctor. This is me saying, quick fix. Let's do this. I have not been hungry at all. I'll eat like one bite of an orange. I'm done for the day. And then, of course, that makes me nauseous. So I'm done. Like,
You're off it? You quit cold turkey?
Yeah. I gotta drop this bad habit. It's bad. Like, I honestly could sleep all day, every day. It is not a good situation. So, you know what I felt? I felt a lot of energy last night, and that was the 7th day before my next shot. And so I was like, now I know I just got to get through these next 6 days, and I'm going to be back to my old self. I'll have energy, I'll be hungry, and I'll be chubby again. So we just got to either accept the fun, chubby, energetic me, or this thin goddess.
Tired, bitchy you? Boy, I'm really kind of stuck here.
So, yeah, it's just been really stupid of me. And you know me, I do not admit this. This is tough.
Well, I'm a little bit on the other side of this. I fell asleep in the sauna yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was in there for like 45 minutes.
Scary.
And it was at like 140 degrees.
Uh-huh.
And I got a little bit over dehydrated.
Okay.
And I woke up last night like 3 times with such bad leg cramps.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that make you spring out of bed because you think you're being murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you have to stretch out for about 5 minutes and then you can't go back to sleep. And then once you fall asleep, then immediately, oh my God.
We are both in really
it's
bad
a
spots.
rough run.
We are in no position to lead a mass amount of people today. So we should go home.
I've never thought that we're leading anyone anywhere other than the fact that all you'd want to do is not have this career. So, well, all right. Well, get yourself together.
There you go. Give me 6 days.